I was knocked down, heard the countdown through the haze, in the face of defeat, yeah.
In today's video, we are going to be doing some small home updates as well as some deep cleaning before we kick off Christmas in next week's video. I'm going to share with y'all and install some of the hardware that we picked out for all of the kids' bathrooms, some super cozy outdoor lanterns, and while I am cleaning up this playroom, a mouse literally ran underneath the cushion. I will literally tell y'all the whole story, but if today is one of those days where you have a lot to get done, then I am right there with you. But let's not waste any more time and get going. First, I'm going to start off doing a little bit of deep cleaning here outside. I know that we just recently got all of this set up in a recent patio makeover video, but just how fast the bugs and the dirt accumulates makes me want to clean it a lot more often, especially since the weather's cooling down and we spend a lot more time outside. Not only that, I've got this cool new tool that is going to help me. But today's video would not be possible without the Grand Falls Pressure Washer Pro, and thank you to Giraffe Tools for sponsoring today's video. This pressure washer is great to keep at home and super easy to use. You can mount it in your garage, and once you tie it into your hose, all you have to do is flip a switch, and it's literally ready to use to clean anything. You may have seen in previous videos that we do have a commercial grade gas powered pressure washer, but to be honest, I don't even know how to turn it on or use it by myself. Oh, I'm so excited to get this. Another awesome feature, you don't have to spend time organizing the tangled hose because this retractable hose organizes it for you. And that's one of the biggest pain points with having to use a traditional hose. Not only that, the hose is 100 feet long. We wanted to have it easily available to clean the patio, but we weren't sure if we put it in the garage, if it would actually reach that far where we could use it both in the driveway, on the sidewalks for the cars, and on the concrete on the patio. But because of the length of the hose, we are able to use it just about anywhere, even on the patio. It also includes different quick connect nozzles so that you can use it for multiple tasks. For example, you may use the 0-degree nozzle for some crevice cleaning, the 15-degree nozzle for driveway cleaning, the 25-degree nozzle for outdoor cleaning, which is what I'm going to be using next, and the 40-degree nozzle for vehicle cleaning. So I love that you can customize the pressure based on your needs. I'll be using it in the first part of this video to help with all of my outdoor deep cleaning. It has a powerful cleaning effect that will get up dirt and grime all over your patio floor, or clean up mildew and mold on patio furniture or outdoor toys. One of the biggest pains is keeping all of the kids' toys clean, so now it'll be so simple just to grab it from the garage. But be sure to check out the Grand Falls Pressure Washer Pro by Giraffe Tools. And you can use the link in my description box with code Michelle O'Malley Pro for an additional 10% off. So you've seen a sneak peek of some things I'm going to be cleaning up, but let's get into the details. I cannot physically move this table. It is like 700 pounds. So what we're going to do is just pick up the chairs, pick up some of the things around it. I'm going to hose off with the pressure washer a lot of the bugs and just some of the dirt that's on the patio floor. And then I'm also going to pressure wash the rug and all of the dust on the table.
I've been trying my best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on my face.
Whenever I move this chair, I realize that is all mouse poop underneath the chair, and we have been trying to get rid of the field mice so bad. I was a bit traumatized in our old house whenever we did find, I want to say it was a pretty big mouse, or maybe it was even a rat in our old house, and now I'm having like flashbacks of all of that. Now we do back up into like a pasture, I guess you could call it, so it's a little bit inevitable, but we do have traps and things to help keep it under control.
Wait now. strings on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated if I listen to my heart.
If you are new here, then welcome. My name is Michelle. We just recently moved into this house about 4 months ago. So we have been doing lots of updates, lots of makeovers, and just kind of making this house our home. One of the things that we did recently here in the back patio was use patio paint to paint the concrete, or it's not called patio paint, it's called concrete paint. So we did that and it made a huge difference on the way the patio looks. I've gotten a couple questions on what we plan to do back here in the future. Like, are we going to have a garden? Are we going to do landscaping? Are we going to get a pool? And yes to everything, but not yes to everything all at once. In our last house, we did a lot of DIY landscaping and we did a DIY flower vegetable garden, and I actually never got to use it. So probably here in the springtime is when we will set up some big vegetable planters and try and grow some vegetables. We also do want to pour some additional concrete back here so we can put some of the toys on there, and then Chris has some smokers and grills that, you know, he doesn't want on the grass. So that will probably be our next step. I don't know when yet. And then probably in the springtime too is when we will start working on some of the landscaping. We do eventually want a pool and even like maybe a covered patio area on this lower section, but that's going to be at least 2 years or so. So eventually it will all come together. Now my next big projects for the house is going to be the office area, and I'm going to do some wallpaper in the primary bathroom. So that will also be another project. And then later we'll do the primary bedroom, and then I'm going to do each of the kids' rooms. Now they have all their furniture in there and stuff, but we will be slowly customizing the room to however they want, but with my input as well. So I feel like we've done so much so far, but still there is lots to do. So if you're not subscribed, I'd obviously love for you to subscribe so that you can follow along all of these projects. Now this little playhouse, we have debated getting rid of it, and sometimes I have to double check in here before the kids are allowed to go in here because I don't know if there's going to be snakes or what type of spiders and bugs we might find. But it definitely needed a good cleaning, and the power washer is perfect for this. So I felt like the outdoor table needed something on it, and I was really looking at these hurricane lamps from Amazon. I've seen a lot of people have them, and I was going back and forth on what size to get. But whenever I bought some of the hardware from CB2, which we'll also be installing in the kids' bathroom, I stumbled upon these lantern lights, I guess you can call them. They were on clearance at the time, and I'm gonna open them up and see what they look like. So these come in 3 or 4 different sizes. They look a little bit like pyramid-ish type lamps. And on the inside is where you put in vegetable oil or canola oil. You can't put in any type of citronella oil or anything like that. So you just fill that center with the cooking oils, and then you just tighten, screw it on, and then you can light that cloth wick. And then whenever you put it out, you just put the little cap on there. Now, I believe this is the small size. I actually shared these on my Instagram whenever I got them. And one of my friends ended up buying them, and she bought like the super large ones and was like, I didn't look at the size, and I just like saw you had them and bought them, and then realized that they were like super tall. So the tall ones you can put on the floor and make a little, I don't know, fire lamp-ish collage, but these are I believe they're the smallest ones, but just double check the size. And my goal was to put them on the table. So these are so cool. I love them. I mean, I've only filled them up one time, and we've used them for several nights. So they, whatever oil you put in there, or the vegetable oil you put in there, they last a long time, and they are so cool and cozy at night. Now, I also bought a different type of lights they were called Halo Fire, and you mount them on the wall, and those do take citronella oil. So I did not get a chance to mount them in this video, but in a later video, I'll mount them next to the TV. So it just looks super cool at night. I don't know. Let me know if you like them. Or if you do hate them, you don't have to tell me.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors.
And then if you remember from our previous patio video, these are all of the stair lights that I got off of Amazon. So our big order, which was all of the hardware, was from CB2. It included all of the 80 plus hardware for our kitchen cabinets, but I ordered some hardware for the kids' bathroom, and all of our hardware in the kitchen was brass, and for their bathrooms, I ordered black. So finally, this has been a pain. The drawers have been super hard to open because they're like so close together. So I'm glad that I finally decided on which hardware I wanted, and we will work on installing it. Now, with all of the hardware, I did explain a little bit in the kitchen video that the idea is that it is supposed to be like with a drawer. It's supposed to be about 1/3 the length of the drawer. So I have some hardware that I got that was 6 inches, and then I have some I got that were 8 inches long. Now, I have spent way too much time researching hardware, but to be fair, overall, we have like 108 different cabinets and drawers that need hardware on them, including all of the bathrooms and the whole kitchen. So I know a little bit about hardware now. Chris Loves Julia they have a YouTube channel, and then they also have a Instagram page, and they also have a blog, and they did a blog post on all types of hardware if you want to like make your house look a little bit custom. They recommend mixing and matching different hardware, meaning don't just do all pools or don't just do all knobs. It's okay to mix and match a bit. Obviously, do whatever you like. At the end of the day, you're going to be the one using it. You're going to be the one, seeing it. So do what you like. For example, if you don't like knobs, then you don't have to do knobs. Now, on these drawers, I really wanted the 8-inch pools, but they didn't have those in stock, so these are actually the 6-inch ones. So we have this little tool we borrowed from a friend where you can like get all of the measurements, and you kind of poke a little hole, and then you just use that for the same drawer, and it'll tell you where to drill. But I originally wanted to do just pulls on everything and not do knobs at all. But then I loved the idea of the mixing and matching. I even wanted to do, you can do like latches and ring pulls and like get super creative, but which I wanted to do in the kitchen. But what I found is when you pick brass, it's best to stay with the same company because there's so many different brass tones that if you got latches from one place and then knobs from one place, the chances of those two golds or brasses matching exactly is going to be difficult. So that's why I just did knobs and pulls in the kitchen, and then same with here in the bathrooms.
From my window, sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet.
Next, we are moving on to both of the girls' bathrooms. They do have a Jack and Jill bathroom, but they each have their own sink and cabinet space in their room, or it's like right off of their bedroom. So Sailor has a little bit less cabinets, and her cabinets are shorter, so she is getting the 6-inch pools, and then Savannah's cabinet, which is the longer one that I just showed, she's getting the 8-inch pools. So we are going to work on installing the hardware for both of their bathrooms.
I get the wine and the corkscrew. You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day in bed. I'll put the TV in the room. We'll have a Netflix marathon. Kenny G saxophone. We'll order in a bunch of food. I'll put your favorite music on all the way baritone.
So we have all 3 of the bathrooms completed, and it feels good to get that out of the way. Now, the final hardware that we have to do is in our primary bathroom, but that will be at a later video because we haven't gotten to that yet. But I will go back to doing some more cleaning here in the kitchen, and then I will follow up in the playroom. Now, I realized I must have filmed this before we did the hardware in our kitchen because there's no hardware on the kitchen. But that being said, I do film in kind of chunks, and then I group it together into one video. Hence, you can see all the different outfit changes is because I don't do like hours and hours in one day. And speaking of filming and YouTube, you may have heard me mention this in previous videos, but I do have a YouTube beginner course available that you can grab in my description box below. Or if you're just curious and interested in how you can turn your passion into profit on YouTube, I have a free YouTube starter kit below. And when I refer to passion, it doesn't necessarily mean like I really like knitting sweaters and I want to show everyone how I knit sweaters, although you can totally do that. Your passions can mean and be expressed in different ways. And I personally also believe that your passions can just be simply the fact that you are on a process. Now, let me explain. And this can be whether you want to do YouTube or not, but my channel evolved into a cleaning channel. I didn't initially go on wanting to do cleaning because I've admitted several times that cleaning is not my full-on passion. I would have much rather gone a more DIY decor route, which is kind of what my channel's been evolving to. But at the time, I still have 3 small kids, but I couldn't come up with enough content to do like a DIY every week or like do a full-on decorating video every single week. So it kind of evolved into cleaning. And with the cleaning, I discovered that I am pretty unorganized and I hang on to a lot of stuff. So I kind of go on a transformative mission to get more organized and get more decluttered. Now, when people post like perfect decluttering videos and perfectly organized homes, that is awesome. But it wasn't really my expectation to be and stay like perfectly organized, but the goal was to be more organized or be like more decluttered and to kind of grasp on how to take care of everyone, all of the kids, myself, the house, and, just trying to manage it all. So I challenged myself to go into the most unorganized areas, into the most cluttered spaces, and see if I can physically figure something out, figure out a better system to maintain those processes. Was it my passion? Absolutely not. In fact, it terrified me. But I knew in my gut that I could do it and I could make it look decent because I like decor and part of organizing is an art. So with every video came a different challenge on myself. So with every small step, every small success, every small space, even if it is like sounds as silly as cleaning your home or trying to organize your home, and a lot of moms can relate to this because it just it goes from 0 to 100 like so fast. I realized that I became very passionate about the challenge and the transformation. Every hard thing you do is a stepping stone that leads to something better. But now you're doing it with more knowledge and more experience. So if you can't figure out how to start the task or you're not passionate about it, then try to be passionate about the process. Now, I like to say I'm pretty humble about things that I feel like I'm kind of good at, but I'll tell you one thing, I can decorate a Christmas tree. But every single year, I feel like they get better and better. Next month, or next week actually, all of my brand new Christmas content is coming out. I haven't even started decorating yet, so I'm a little nervous. I don't know what it's gonna look like. I have some ideas in my head, but I'm not sure yet. So I definitely want you to be around for all of the Christmas content. I'm actually going to be putting a tree in this playroom. It is going to be the kids' Christmas tree. Instead of putting trees in their rooms, I was just like, y'all can all share this big tree. And then Sailor was like, but I want a tree in my room. So I don't know. I may have 27 Christmas trees up by the end of this. I don't know. I may have lost my mind, but we won't know until next month. I did end up getting the Home Depot TikTok viral tree. I did not want to be cliche and buy it like everyone else because I wanted to do something different, but the trees that were similar, I'll have to explain the whole thing in another video because I add special lights to my tree, and I needed a 12-foot tree, and if I were to go to like Balsam Hill or the other places I was looking at, they are like $3,000, $2,000, whatever. So I'm like, I can't do that. So I just did it. I bought the viral tree and I do not have it up yet. I haven't opened the box yet, but we will see what, I bought two of them. One 12-foot tree, one 7.5-foot tree that's going in here. So next week you will see that tree. So I'll open the box and see what it looks like. And then I will tell you the whole story about how it went out of stock. I bought it online. My order got canceled. I went up to the store. Me and trees, we go way back. I have a similar story from 2020, but it was a little better this year. But I'm working on cleaning up this playroom, and I've been terrified that there's been a mouse in our house. And Chris kept thinking I'm crazy because we've caught a few in our garage. And I'm like, I promise you, I hear like something in the wall. Like I even recorded it and sent it to him. I'm like, there's something in the wall. There's gotta be like, there's something in this house. There's an animal in this house. And then I start seeing like little mouse droppings in the pantry. And I am like 100% confirmed that there is something in this house. And my intuition is confirmed when I start vacuuming this couch. But first I'm gonna do the rug, and then I decide to move on to the couch.
Every night texting back, I want you, hit you up, I'm on the other side. I miss you, miss you. Take you off, I came here way too strong, cannot keep it low key. Got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof, auto your taste. It's really a bad reception out there. Where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you, telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. Found myself in between.
So if you did watch the video where I made over this playroom, media room, it was called the multifunctional room makeover. We got a shag rug for this space. Well, we had one, but we got a bigger one, and this is a Lolo rug, and I liked it because it was shag and it was soft. But these rugs are such a pain because crumbs, and I think earlier I pulled out like a gummy fruit snack. They get stuck in there, and it's really, really hard to vacuum it up. So that is one downfall about this rug. And also because it's so big, it is hard to stay flat. I'm constantly trying to straighten it out. So I decided that I'm gonna vacuum in the couch. And when I do that, I see a mouse run through. And if I would have probably flipped the pillow the other way, I don't know if I would have gotten on camera. And I even come back to this footage and I'm like, was that a mouse or was I like losing my mind? But I am like 95% sure I saw a mouse run across. Now there are so many crumbs in the couch. I had to leave and turn off the camera and regroup because I had to decide whether or not I was going to continue cleaning the couch or just like give up. But I was like, it's not going to come up. So I am trying to get this couch vacuumed as fast as possible and trying to stay calm. Now, when I picked up the kids from school, I told them, and then they wouldn't sit on the couch. They would only sit on the floor. And then a couple days later, we put some traps in the pantry, and we, in fact, did catch it. But what's funny is that in our old house is whenever I was vacuuming the couch cushions is when I actually saw the mouse droppings in the couch. And what happens is they just go in, or what, like in our house, is they go and they get all the crumbs in the couch. Now, we're not supposed to be eating in this room. Like, that is the rule, that nobody's allowed to bring food into this room. But for some reason, there are crumbs all over the couch or all in the cracks of the couch. So it's a little expected and also disgusting that they are going in the couch and eating the crumbs. Now, also in our old couch, it was all like light colored, so I could see it. Whereas here we have dark colored couch, and then even when you lift up the cushions, it's black underneath, so I couldn't see anything. But I have not seen any mouse droppings recently after we caught it, and hopefully it stays that way. Now, the biggest suggestion from y'all was to get a cat. And I think that if I see any more, I am literally going to go get a cat, bring it home, and just say that it came to our door one day and we have to keep it and we don't have a choice because Chris is not a cat person. But I'm down to do that.
Yeah, his baby said that they don't got a future like it burns. So give him something worse to kill his head with, make him forget somehow. Might be that another day she would have wished he stayed, but they're done. Sorries won't be enough this time. Yeah, he's calling all his friends to get some action and distract him right now. He's fine, got Lucy on the line, let's get this started. Where's the party tonight? I feel good, nothing weighs me down. I can't believe my luck right now. Red eyes while he said, don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun? needs a job to pay the rent is busy. Gotta feel free sometimes, right? What doesn't make you will only make you stronger if you believe what they say. Might be that another day she would have wished to stay, but they're done. Red eyes while he's shy. Don't you wanna have fun? Fool around with someone. Don't you wanna have fun? Never mind my dumb heart. It needs a little kickstart. 'Cause don't you wanna have fun? Don't you wanna have some fun?
So I love having this huge slider door. In fact, it's like one of the best features about the living room, but the handprints are unreal. The kids just use their hands to slide it open, so it is constantly all sticky. I need one of those, have you seen those? They're like robot vacuums for your window. You just like stick it on your window and it like squeegees it or whatever automatically. But anyway, this is also where I'm going to put the 12-foot tree right here at this peak in front of these windows. We do have 15-foot ceilings. So a big debate was like, am I going to keep my 12-foot tree? Am I going to get like a 10-foot tree or a 9-foot tree? And come to find out, I was like, nope, I'm going to keep my 12-foot tree. And, you know, obviously now I'm like, well, I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to get a new one. So this is where it is going to go. And also, whenever I was doing some Christmas shopping, I go a little bit earlier because I have to get these, you know, videos out a little bit early so that you guys can get the scoop before, you know, you decide to decorate. And they told me, I was talking to an interior designer at one of the craft stores, and she said, burgundy is the color of the year. So if you can get your hands on some burgundy, like if you want to go that route, then do it before it sells out. So I just randomly was picking out the burgundy colors, and I asked her, I was like, hey, where did you get those ornament balls in that color? I want it to match all this ribbon I got. She's like, oh girl, you better go and get it before it's all gone. So sneak peek of hint of what I'm doing my big tree with is going to be burgundy, gold, and emerald green. But I am going to finish up here vacuuming. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope that y'all have an awesome week, and I hope that you are ready for all of the Christmas stuff next month. And I will see all of you next Thursday.